Hey guys, it's back again with Katrina at IdeateTV, and I'm here with April, who's the future next Elvira. What up, April?
Hello, everybody.
So tell me how it feels to be the next future, Elvira, to take on that role.
It's fun. I love Elvira. I mean, she's still doing it, so I am bringing the Elvira spirit when I come and do my books and everything. But I absolutely love everything that Elvira does. So I'm kind of her #1 fan.
Well, that's really important.
Yeah, but I won her reality show a while back, and it was a lot of fun. She's a really sweet lady, very fantastic woman.
So talk about that reality show. How was that for you?
The reality show was great, terrifying, and because lots of anxiety. They tried to get me to eat bugs, and then I had to go on some dates with some reality show rejects, and so that was a thing.
Okay.
And then I think I also had to try to sell hot coffee at Universal Studios.
That does seem like a lot of anxiety.
It was a lot.
Like random stuff just thrown in.
Lots of running around. Yes, it was exhausting, but it was fun.
Well, that's all that matters, right?
Yes.
And how about your new book or the books that you've written so far?
Yes. My first book is 13 Offerings. It's a anthology series that's fantasy. It has stories about Medusa, the famous Gorgon. I love Greek mythology. Yeah, I got pirates in there. There's I have the gingerbread witch from Hansel and Gretel because I love fairy tales as well. And then my newest book, which is a full-length novel, it's Pandora Syndrome. It's about a vampire necromancer who just wants to sit around, eat red vines, and watch television, or play video games. But a rival necromancer is, trying to kill her. So that makes it very difficult to just be a low-key vampire.
Yeah, there's a lot of fantasy behind it, but I'm curious to know what draws your attention towards there's more of a dark side to it. You know? So what, if you don't mind sharing, what is kind of your pull and gravitation towards that?
Absolutely. I've always loved Elvira. I've always loved Tales from the Crypt was one of my absolute favorites. I used to watch that with my mom. Choices. And Army of Darkness is one of my favorite movies ever. So I really love the horror genre, and so I love the supernatural creatures, and I love how they come from mythology a lot of times, vampires or Roman, or Greek, not Roman, but Romanian. Yes, and then there's just so many different creatures and so many different things to play with in a fantastical realm, and I love it.
Very cool. So kind of taking on this next legacy that you have as being the next Elvira, what do you want to put into your, yourself? How do you put a little bit of yourself to the next, you know what I mean?
I like to keep the campy, fun, kookiness that is, I love it. I love all of her style. I'm definitely more kitschy, so I go for the 9s for that one. So, and that's what I have always loved about Elvira. She just always didn't care and was just whatever, I'm going to do this. Goodbye, excuse me. Oh, hello, come here. Yes. Yeah, and she's going to do what she's going to do, and I've always admired that about her.
Very cool. Well, is there anything else you kind of hope to do in the future that's coming out in the works, or?
I just did some voices for Robot Chicken, so that was fun. And then I work on movies and TV shows randomly, but my main focus is my books. So I'm trying to get the next one in the Pandora series out because it's a trilogy, and then that trilogy is part of a larger 21-book arc that also includes 13 Offerings, all in the same world.
Wait, tell us about, you were talking about it earlier, this replica of this photo that you took.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
so the photograph that I usually sign for people from my work on Search for the Next Elvira, that is actually a publicity photo that Elvira took with me, and in her outfit, her everything. She taught me how to pose. She showed me how to do little smirk and everything. So, and the signature and all that. And so, yeah.
It's awesome that you can wear all of her the originals.
Yeah.
You fit in. And it was
yeah, it was a definite fun experience. So I got to play dress up with Elvira.
Awesome. Nobody can really have that, but that's a really great experience. So, but thank you so much, April. It was
Yes.
great talking to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you. This is Katrina again with IdeateTV here at WonderCon. Thanks, guys.